So, let's say you've saved up a pile of money, and you're thinking, I'll just walk into a car dealership, tell them I'm paying in cash, and I'll be the king of the negotiation table, right? Actually, wrong. Prepare yourself for a massive financial reality check here, because telling a dealer you're paying cash right out of the gate, yeah, that is a massive trap.
Part 1. The dealership cash trap and how their business model actually works.
26%. Get this, even though new cars make up a whopping 58% of a dealership's sales volume, they only account for a shocking 26% of their gross profit. You might be wondering why. Well, it's because of internet pricing. Transparency is so high now that dealers literally just can't make those big, juicy margins on the car itself anymore.
So, where do they make it? Enter F&I, Finance and Insurance. This is the back office where the real money is made. When a salesperson pulls out that infamous, super confusing Foursquare worksheet, they are just trying to confuse you with monthly payments and trade-ins to funnel you straight back here. They basically act like a casino in that room, selling gap insurance and marked up extended warranties. And research shows 55% of those warranties are never, ever used.
So the crucial point is, how do you actually beat the dealer at their own game? Step 1, negotiate as a loan buyer. Let them think they're going to make a killing off the interest rate markup. And keep in mind, they rely entirely on the shadowy algorithm of your credit score to justify those sky-high rates. Step 2, once you're in the F&I office, strictly decline all those BS extra fees and warranties. Step 3, make absolutely sure the loan has no early prepayment penalty, wait 30 days, and then just write a check for the payoff amount. Boom! You just paid cash, but you kept all the power.
All right, moving on to part 2, the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. Let's master that net income.
Now, what's really interesting about this concept is how beautifully simple it is. Every single dollar of your after-tax net income slots perfectly into one of 3 slices. You've got 50% for your absolute needs, 30% for your wants, and 20% going straight to savings and debt repayment. If you don't use a strict framework like this, trust me, your wants are absolutely going to overflow and end up drowning you in credit card debt.
The problem is, for a lot of people, the line between a need and a want gets super blurred. Listen, groceries, your rent, health insurance, those are pure needs. But blowing a $1,700 paycheck just to buy a brand new grill to sear a steak? That right there is the classic Peter trap. It is purely 100% a want. We've got to be brutally honest with ourselves about where our money is actually going.
Which brings us to part 3, stock market fundamentals. Growing your savings. Because true wealth, it isn't about trading your time for money. It's about providing a volume of value to the world and letting your capital actually work for you while you sleep.
But before you buy anything, you need to know exactly what kind of equity you're holding. Common stock gives you voting rights, but your dividends are variable. Preferred stock, on the other hand, operates a lot more like a bond. You get no voting rights, but you do get fixed dividends and a priority payout if the company happens to go under. Knowing this difference is literally step 1 of investing.
Now, it kind of makes you think, if you've been totally lied to about the smart way to buy a car or how money works, what else is a lie? We are going to pivot right now from financial reality checks into a rapid-fire teardown of everyday societal myths that we all just blindly accept as absolute truth.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Part 4, rapid-fire everyday myths. Time to unlearn some false facts.
You've probably heard it since kindergarten. Humans only have 5 senses. Well, actually, scratch that, it's completely wrong. Scientists have identified at least 9 and up to 20 distinct senses. For example, without proprioception, which is the awareness of your limbs in space, you couldn't even touch your nose with your eyes closed. Calling it just the Big 5 is a massive understatement. Next up, let's tackle some fake animal facts. First off, camels absolutely do not store water in their humps. They actually store up to 80 pounds of survival fat in there. And chameleons? Their camouflage is just Hollywood magic. Their skin is actually just reacting to temperature and their mood. Oh, and owls? They are purely instinctual hunters, not these incredibly wise thinkers we pretend they are. Believe it or not, crows run absolute circles around them when it comes to puzzle-solving IQ. What about the old classic that eating carrots gives you night vision? No way. This was literally a military cover-up. Back in World War II, the British Royal Air Force developed this top-secret radar technology. To hide how they were spotting enemy planes in the dark, they launched a huge propaganda campaign claiming their pilots just ate a ton of carrots.
And crazy enough, we still believe it today.
Let's look at some human body myths. Your blood is never, ever blue. It's strictly an optical illusion caused by the way light filters through your skin. What about losing most of your body heat through your head? That's a totally flawed 1950s military myth. Heat escapes from literally anywhere that's uncovered. And the idea that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, honestly, that was just a late 1800s marketing campaign drummed up by John Harvey Kellogg just to sell more cornflakes.
And this brilliantly illustrates how bad advice spreads. If someone gets stung by a jellyfish, whatever you do, do not pee on it. Urine can actually cause the venom-filled cells to fire off even more, making the pain agonizingly worse. The actual scientific fix? Rinse the area with seawater and then soak it in hot water to break down those toxins.
Man, Hollywood lies to us constantly, don't they? Like the idea that you swallow 8 spiders a year in your sleep? Absolutely not true. Spiders are completely terrified of the vibrations from your breathing. Also, it is perfectly safe to wake a sleepwalker. And pirates? They rarely, if ever, made people do something as theatrical as walking the plank. They usually just assassinated you or tossed you straight overboard. Oh, and lightning? The Empire State Building gets hit about 25 times every single year.
But maybe the most mind-blowing fact of all? 18 months. 18 months! That is exactly how long Mike the Headless Chicken lived, literally without a head, back in 1945. The farmer basically missed the brainstem, which controls all the basic life functions. So, fed by an eyedropper, old Mike lived for a year and a half as a literal national celebrity. I mean, truth really is stranger than fiction.
So my final challenge to you is this. From how you manage your car payments and budget your income, to the random facts you casually repeat at dinner parties, how much of what you think you know is actually pure fiction? We've pulled back the curtain on everything from dealership foursquares to WWI propaganda today. I really hope this explainer empowers you to always question your assumptions. Keep learning, stay curious, and I will see you on the next explainer.